Hi, I'm Candy and welcome to my craft room. I have a yarn haul to show you. It's very large and it may take a little bit. I have been busy with markets and household stuff and the harvest from the garden, so that was nice. Now that winter is coming on, I just want to tuck in and crochet. Now, I do have the Bernat baby blanket. I bought this one probably close to the end of summer, and I started making turtles with them. This color here, so the Bernat baby blanket is one of my favorite yarns to start off with. It is one of the 10.5 ounce balls, most of these are. It's a very strong and soft yarn, great for the plushies. I was making turtles with it, and these are what they come out like. Of course, I'll leave the pattern in the description box. This is the brown, which is called Tarby. It's an interesting color. The blue turtles sold the best. They were a great seller, and this one's Ocean Waves. I have one in aqua. I believe that's an aqua. It's called Lagoon. So this one's Lagoon. So definitely one of my all-time favorite yarns, the Bernat baby blanket. The new Bernats that they've been coming out with are much, much softer than the older ones, as we've all been finding out, which is good because it saves that indent on my finger as I'm crocheting. And this one's the green one. There is a different pink that has less orange in it, and I haven't bought that one yet. It looks like it's going to be around for a while because there's, at my Walmart, there's actually a slot for these colors now. So that's awesome because I really, really, really like the blue in this one. These are my two highest sellers. Was there another color? Yeah, I was into the brown. See, I was making those turtles. Now, give me a second while I clear this off. Hope I'm loud enough. Now, I also, in another video, I showed this bat I made. So, while I was doing my shopping, I bought a whole bunch of yarn because I had the money from the craft fairs. I had, my husband gave me $100 for my birthday to spend at Michael's. Now, Michael's is not in my hometown. We usually have to drive an hour and a half to go find a Michael's. So, yeah. I came out of there with a lot of yarn. But this was also from the Dollarama that same day. And it's actually a really pretty good yarn. It does pull apart, but it's still not as bad as the Sweet Snuggles Light, which I'll show that in a minute. So I don't mind working with these as long as I'm careful. And for $3 for a small ball, that's not too bad. So there's those. So, speaking of the Sweet Snuggles Light, I got a whole bunch of colors. This one, and I don't know why, but I bought a ton of random colors. I do interchange the Sweet Snuggles Light and the Bernat baby blanket now. I don't find there's too much of a difference depending on what creation I'm making. I can mix them together. Because the variegated is really bad. Like, it fuzzes, it breaks, it's not good on the needle. The other ones I got were the flower mixes. I lost the label. That would be my bad. These ones are 7 ounces. Not quite as big as what you get with the Bernat blanket. They hover around the $10 mark, which is nice. Let's see here, because the Bernat blanket usually is $13.40 here. But yeah, these the variegated Sweet Snuggles Light are definitely floofy, and I did not like working with these at all. But on the other hand, the solid color ones, let's see, does this one have a color name on it? Not that I can tell. Do they even put color names on these? Nope. These ones are 8.8 ounces. The solids. Solids always have a little more when it comes to ounces. And I find much better. So let's hope they strengthen these ones up so they don't do all that fluffy stuff. Now, here's an example of a Sweet Snuggles Light Solid. And I made these bees for my market. And I put them at $10 a piece, the same as the turtles. And they do sell really good with this color. I could not, or I just missed it when I was at Michael's doing my shopping flurry. I didn't pick up any of this yellow. So that sucks. However, I picked up the lighter yellow, and I'll probably make some bees out of that, which is just fine. So, but yes, this one, as I was saying, is a mixture between the Sweet Snuggles Light and the black is Burnap Blanket. And the white is Burnap Blanket. So I find they're pretty much interchangeable now. So that's pretty good. Now, as for the other colors, let's kind of whip through them. I really wish they had color names. That is such a shame. Anyway, it's a peach. And this one's the baby pink. And of course, I never really think about the colors that I really need when I go shopping. I have to be more careful about that in the future and not just grab a bunch of balls. This one's a cream. Yeah, I got a lot of these. Okay. And the dark green. Christmas is coming up, so I'm going to be prepping for a Christmas market. And that is going to be a lot of green, white, and red. Now, I know I have a few more here. Of course, I grabbed a white. Ah, no, that's a different one. This one is the Chenille Home Slim, which has the same feel and texture, but the Chenille Home Slim is slightly thinner, I think. Yes, it is. Slightly thinner, but not by much. And it's really strange because to have two different yarns by the same maker, almost identical, is interesting. Now I wonder, they say this one's a size 6 bulky, 8.8, 8.8, and a size 6 bulky. I wonder why. This one feels a little more velvety. The Chenille Home Slim feels a little more velvety, but not much. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Definitely be able to interchange those, no problem. So, Michael's. What else do I got in here? Is this another Sweet Snuggles Light? Baby blue. Sweet Snuggles Light. Medium blue. A lot of yarn. Okay, so this is the yellow I was talking about. It's not quite the same. It's not the same as the bee. Obviously, it's lighter. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I should have got the bee color. Maybe they didn't have it, because I probably looked through and okay, wait, yellow. Alright, so this one, this one's a Chenille Home Slim. Huh, yeah, it's slightly more velvety, as you would think, like a velvet yarn. But they're so similar, if I was working up a plushie, I'd just use them. And this one's a nice mint color. Another Sweet Snuggles Light. And purple. Looks a little blue on my screen. Oh, there it goes. Purple. Alright, so, and before I left Michael's, of course, right in the middle of the aisle, they had the new Burnap Mystical yarn. It is as soft as baby yarn. I haven't made anything with it. They are the typical, shoot here, 10.5 ounces. So, and do they have color names? Yes. Storm Blue. I think they had a brown one and a black one, and I didn't get them, and I should have, because they would have made great Maybelle chickens. So if I get a chance to go back to Michael's, I will definitely be getting those. Or, because my Walmart isn't carrying these yet. It's the same thing with the Granny Square yarn. They have a couple of odd balls of that stuff still hanging around, but there's no Granny Red Heart flower Granny Square one yet. So I haven't gotten any of that yarn yet. So hopefully my Walmart will get that in sometime in the next month or so. As far as the mystical goes, this one, yes, there's two there. There's the pink and the darker pink. It's a purplish kind of pink. So this one's berry, that's fitting, and pink quartz. Oh, what's the color on that yellow? Sunshine. I think this will make a pretty good bee too, actually. I might. I'll probably make a few bees with that just because it's pretty nice. Then I have spearmint and purple sky. And just like all Bernat, I'm pretty sure it's tough. But where's the break test? Oh god, yeah, that hurt. So, good on the break test. Now, my Walmart also has two different chenilles for around the $10 mark. We have the Cozy Chenille Supreme, and it is quite tough too. And it's now it's pretty comparable to the Bernat and the Bernat Baby. It's really soft. And let's see, 10 ounce ball. Yep, 10.5 ounce ball. So you're saving yourself a couple bucks if you buy these over the Bernat. So good job, Mainstays Walmart. Great job on those. This one here is the Baby Chenille. And still a 10.5 ounce ball. It actually does not feel as soft as the Chenille Supreme. So it's a little bit rougher. That's a nice side ball though. So there's the white and of course Christmas colors. Do they give these guys names? Material, 100% polyester. Yep, always. No, they don't give them names. Oh, candy cane. Of course, candy cane. Love that. Okay. I bought a package of candy canes too because there's a plush pattern that holds the little candy canes, and it's Santa and a reindeer one, and I really want to get this one. Now this is an all-time favorite Bernat blanket. They are so much softer than they used to be. I like making the Maybelle chickens out of these because it kind of looks like a mallard duck. So it's like the chicken's trying to be a duck, and this one sells pretty good. I cannot find the brown, white, and pink Bernat at my Walmart, or the Walmart in the other town I went to, or yeah, I just can't find it. And I like making the Maybelle chickens out of those because it's like Neapolitan ice cream, and I can't find it anywhere. So hopefully they get some of that back in. I also bought another pink. Is it a baby? No, that's just a regular Bernat blanket, and I almost think this one here feels a little one-sided. It's kind of odd, but it's like with everything, sometimes you get a ball that's not quite right. So, what else? Oh yes, there's another Cozy Supreme, and like these are all really, all the yarns that I have here are all pretty interchangeable. Like I can make critters out of all these, and their size comparison is really good. I don't have anything coming out too small or huge. Now, like with the older Bernat blankets, I have a couple balls left. The my amigurumis come out much bigger, and I find that with the price points markets, I find anything $20 and under are great sellers. It's just the way it is. I'm trying to have more $5 items, but the $5 items don't make me much. I actually kind of sometimes lose a little on $5 items because when I went to the market, I kept all my price points at 5, 10, 15, 20. And if something was worth 6, I put it to 5, and something was worth 7 or 8, kind of flip-flop. So everything kind of worked out that I was actually getting back my money, and people loved it because they had 5 10s in their pockets all the time, right? And I found that worked really good, and I didn't have to have all that change. So I didn't have to deal with change. That was great. Only a couple times. Now, I also bought this green. I found it at the Walmart out of my hometown. On the very top shelf. I had to pull it down, and when I did, a couple balls hit me in the head. Whack it. I was going to make the Christmas Grinch. I absolutely adore Wonder Crochet's Christmas Grinch, and the Knotting Hook Crochet, she does a really great face for the Grinch. If I get it made, I'll have to show it. I've been busy making bees and turtles, but, they sell. Speaking of which, I also bought these 2 balls. Oh my gosh, there's a pile of yarn over here. I also bought these 2 Bernat blanket yarns for Christmas. They brought these in. I love these. They're so saturated in color. Yes, dear. In a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, on my little yarn haul trip, I also bought this little tiny needle. I have no idea why I thought it was pretty. It's one of those. So, whatever, I thought it was cute. I also got the Loops and Threads amigurumi kit. I got the puppy and a zebra. So, when I get them made, I'll let you know what I think. But the packaging looks amazing. So, here's hoping they come out great. Now, I also grabbed... No, I didn't grab these ones. My lovely sons bought these for me for my birthday. He is standing off to the side right now watching me.
Yes, that's correct. I'm right here.
Okay. So, these are going to make some lovely Christmas ornaments for our Christmas tree, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. I have one last, 2 more little things to show. Okay. I bought these guys from the Peavy Mart, which I don't have in town either. So, on that same shopping trip, I bought these guys. Perfect for chickens. Like, just perfect. And, these ones are 3.5 ounces, and they're $7 a ball. Yikes. But I didn't have the color at Walmart in the big ball, so there we go. They didn't have the Neapolitan ice cream one either. Anyway, and last but not least, I took a sweater my mom gave me for Christmas probably 2 years ago, and the collar fell off.
Oh.
And it's just a Walmart sweater, but it's cozy. And I took the it was Bernat velvet, and after the collar fell off, it's still a little bit off on the collar, but I should have seen it before I did this. So I added the Bernat velvet around in single crochets and then slip stitched it around. And then I did it on the cuffs of the sleeves, and I did it on the bottom. And it actually widens it out a little bit because I don't like things too tight anyway. So hopefully it still fits me okay. It might be a little bit, snug. But that's okay. So I finished fixing that. Now I can put that back in my closet. Oh, and my last craft fair, I did take a couple of pictures of my setup, and I will add them at the end. Really had to talk about today. And
You mean tonight?
Yeah, as my lovely son says, I mean tonight. So, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll have some more videos coming soon.
Yes, that is correct.
Bye.